Like Lou said, I am Emily Katz, yes, and I am a senior majoring in business marketing at North Carolina State University. I'll be graduating in May with my bachelor's, and I am 19 years old. So, in case you're wondering how that math works out, I did early college, so I came into school with 54 college credits. And Andy, I know I'm trying to listen to you better. You told me on my first day of school, get C's and checks. I did the checks part, but didn't quite get the C's, so. Thank you, Andy, for giving me this time to talk today. And my topic is how I made $32,000 last year while going to school full-time. So if you're anything like me, a big reason you joined the Alliance is because we have an awesome opportunity to help families make a difference and make some money for ourselves. But you can't get any of this if you don't schedule it and find the time. So you gotta make a schedule and become a slave to it. When I first started, I was like, I don't think I have time to do this, because I was looking at my schedule. I was taking 17 credit hours across 7 classes, living in a living and learning village with its own requirements, joining a small group, and trying to make new friends. But when I started dissecting my schedule, I realized I had 4 blocks of time to dial, a day and a half to run appointments, time for hotspots, and to be on all the conference calls. Your schedule reflects your priorities more than anything you say. And most of the time, what I found is that my time was being spent doing a whole lot of nothing. Pinterest, Netflix, and napping. So the question I had to ask myself is, what am I willing to sacrifice? And a lot of times it really was, am I willing to give up doing nothing to get the results I say I really want? You're going to have to prioritize things. And Tawny Carey said on the activity call a few weeks ago, the more discipline you have with your schedule, the more freedom you have with your life. You're not going to achieve any form of greatness without sacrificing something. And honestly, you're going to have to sacrifice more than something most of the time. So how do you decide what to sacrifice, what to prioritize, and what your big rocks are? You got to figure out your why. What drives you? What stirs a fire so deep in your heart that it makes you want to get up and fight? Who do you want to be an example for? The size of your dream determines the size of the obstacle that's going to stop you. When you got a small dream, it doesn't take much to stop you. When you got a small dream, a rainy day is going to stop you from door knocking. When you have a small dream, you wake up at the crack of noon instead of the crack of dawn. But when you have a massive dream, you can conquer mountains. Sarah Katz Hartley said, dream dangerous. The dangerous dreams are the ones that push you and make you get up and work. In the last lecture, Randy Posh says, the brick walls aren't there to keep you out. They're there to show you how bad you want it. Are you willing to bulldoze through those brick walls? So you have to be specific with your why. I'm fighting for my future family. And I don't have kids right now. I'm not married. But I will someday. And I'm fighting to make sure that my kids aren't going to have to look outside of my household for an example and an inspiration to follow. I'm fighting to make sure that I can be the wife and the mom my kids need. I'm fighting to go partner. I have been blessed with parents who showed me how to dream. They introduced me to dream boards at IHOP whenever I was 9 years old, and I've been making them ever since because I want to keep what I'm chasing after in front of me. They showed me a healthy marriage. They showed me how to lead in love, and they introduced me to the Alliance, a group of people who were fighting to be more than just mediocre. Andy and Jane have loved me and spoken greatness into me. Tim and Gay Goat have led me to change my eternity. Countless leaders in this room and across the country have been a second family to me and spoken greatness into me. I went ice skating with Junior Korea on a cruise ship. I can't repay any of these people for what they have done, but I can work. I can say thank you with my success and my example. So that's my why. What are you fighting for? Number 3 is work. And you guys have all talked about it tonight, so I won't put too much time into this. But you got to book up your appointment days on your dial days. Put in the work, because otherwise on your appointment days, you're going to be driving around town looking at the scenic view, feeling like you're wasting your time, but it's simply because you didn't dial on your dial days and book your appointments. So go out there and put in the work. Number 4 is communicate constantly. Over-communicate with the growing upline that you have to make sure that you are getting training and coaching, because the more open you are about your problems, the better they can coach you. I sat down with Noelle Leventovich, and she helped teach me how to make a schedule to make sure that I was prioritizing the most important things. If you're not communicating constantly, you're not going to be getting better, and then your time is being wasted more and more. So make sure you're being the best with your time by getting coaching. Y'all, we have been given a golden opportunity. Andy has set us up here at the Alliance with the countless coaching that we have and the mentors around us. Don't give it up. Don't waste it. It's just work. What do you want? How do you get it?